0-0-1.
Quick side out from Serena and Ella.
Second serve.
Great poach from Ella. However, there's a good defense.
0-0-2.
Yep, they put out the
from
fire at
Lolo.
that point.
Point.
Deep return from Lolo. These are just
1-0-2.
some unforced errors that need to be cleaned up. Otherwise, they add up.
Side out.
Okay. Nice punch volley from Lolo. The wind might have had some effect into that ball that died a little sooner
0-1-1.
on Serena's paddle than she anticipated. Good job from Ella using her length as well as Serena.
Second serve.
Great point. Lola lost a little bit of focus there on that last dink.
0-1-2.
Those are the errors that cannot be. She made up for it right away. Way to come in aggressively.
Pulled her out wide, pulled Serena out wide, and then found an opening down the middle.
Yeah, created a nice gap, capitalized on it. Very good from Lola.
1-1-2. Side out.
Went for the angle and missed her serve. Side
1-1-1.
out.
Oh, no
Point.
communication.
That ball should really be from Scout. Okay, she needs to get big. She needs to be vocal. She needs to really help out Lolo on that middle.
2-1-1.
Because she's already grounded. She's the one already standing in the kitchen and really needs to help out the partner who's running in. And once again, lobs. Okay, that's something that I'm seeing just for my first time at this level, at this age. But it totally makes sense. They see that their opponents are not the tallest, and they are
3-1-1.
Exposing that.
exposing that. Correct. Big fan of Ella's footwork. Very good intensity.
Second
Where to
serve.
use her legs, her entire body into those
Can't
drives.
appeal, but you can challenge.
That will pay off on the long run.
3-1-2. Point.
Scout needs to clean up as well as Lolo.
4-1-2.
Already few unforced errors out of the return. And again, those will add up. You definitely want to have your opponents.
Side out.
You definitely want your opponents to feel that pressure in every point. No
1-4-1.
freebies. Very important at any level.
Agree. I'm actually shocked to see all of them
Second
use
serve.
one hand.
Yep.
Usually it's a strength thing with girls.
Yeah, with
They
a two.
start out with two,
Mhm.
and then learn the one-hand flick later, but they're
Yeah.
all bringing it out.
Yeah.
1-4-2.
Good cover by Ella.
Ella is definitely an athlete. She's moving left and right.
Side out.
Love her energy.
Yep.
Very vocal, very mobile. She is a great young athlete.
4-1-1.
Great drive from Ella again. However, Lolo was able
To counter it.
Yep.
4-1-2.
Great drop from Serena. Great point.
Wow.
Great point.
Yeah. Kept the pressure up even with Lolo's good defense.
Yep. Very good from Ella and Serena.
L on 5.
Scout and Lolo did a good job defending, but
Yes.
that was just not enough.
5-1-2. Point.
Another missed return.
Yep. Ella is throwing her entire body into that
6-1-2.
serve. That is definitely part of the new pickleball.
Yep.
Bringing the physicality into the sport. And that's something that Ella definitely is doing great. Big fan of her energy and of her physicality. Great point.
Yeah, something I'm seeing from Serena, she's really going for it, which I like, but she's going for it cross court. Generally, you want to either mix it up line or find someone's hip or shoulder.
Yep.
So I think that's why Lolo's doing so well defending all those.
Yep.
1-6-1.
Agreed.
Oh, saved it.
Lolo saved an out ball, clear out ball. We're still playing. Great reset. Out. Oh my God.
Second serve.
I cannot believe my eyes. Twice in a row in the same point.
And you have Scout on her side saying, no!
1-6-2.
Very important to have that open ear next to you, really taking in what your partner
Side
says. In such a, it's not easy because it just happens so quickly, and the excitement and the adrenaline is just rushing, and just
6-1-1.
in kind of see ball, hit ball kind of thing,
Second
kind
serve.
of mindset, and it can backfire on you, like you just
6-1-2.
did to Lolo, hitting 2 clear out balls. That's definitely one of the adjustments that
Point.
that at the higher level you see more and more, leaving the ball where it needs to be left alone, and just
7-1-2.
letting them fly. But in the other hand, at the lower level, you see players, like just happened again. Lolo just wants to hit every single ball.
Side out.
However, this time she gets a little lucky to get the side out.
1-7-1.
However, Ella and Serena definitely feel in full control of the game.
Ooh, good hands battle.
Great defense.
Point.
Great defense from Lolo and Scout.
Yeah, once again, you saw Ella going cross, cross, cross. I think she could have
2-7-1.
benefited from stepping in and going line.
Nice volley, good pressure from Serena,
Second
keeping
serve.
them back. The had.
2-7-2.
Oh, too big.
Great
Point.
leave from Scout. Okay, she definitely
Scout.
looks
Scout
a little
in
more
country.
aware. Looks a little more aware of the core, of how the ball flies,
3-7-2.
with what pace that ball is flying with. Definitely analyzing the ball as it travels. It's such a split. You gotta make that decision in a split of a second, which is
Oh, wow,
Side
great
out.
angle.
good skill to have. Great angle from Serena. That's a tough shot. She was able to execute it to perfection.
7-3-1. Point. Timeout receiver.
Timeout from Lola Scout. It definitely felt that, which it could backfire like he just did. Great drop again. Good job closing in that gap as they move forward. Very good. Love that energy from Ella, being vocal, letting their opponents know that she's there to compete.
Yep.
Nine, 3-2.
Serena and Ella noticing that the power,
Point.
the power is not there for
Game point.
Scout and Lolo on those overheads, and they are giving it a
10-3-2.
try. They have a nice lead, and they feel like they have options. And again, lobs. This time,
Side out.
Lolo was able to create some more power on that overhead,
3-10-1.
causing the set out. Love Ella taking the middle, putting
Second
pressure,
serve.
adding extra power on that fourth. That makes a big difference, making it harder on their opponents to come in.
3-10-2. Side out.
Good look on that
Game
drive.
point.
Did not mind that decision at all. However, the execution wasn't there.
10-3-1.
Oh, a little lob serve. Switching things up.
Serena and Ella definitely just feel like they have
Point, game, timeout,
lots of
change
room
ends.
Yep.
to come up with different answers, to play around with their decision making.
0-0-2.
Game 2. Great drop from Serena.
Oh,
Point.
Miss hit from Scout. It's just a tough shot.
I did like that she was trying to take over there, but
1-0-2.
just a little bit of a height problem.
Big fan of Scout's
Side
back
out.
and volley punch. Bringing a little bit of power there, making it harder for Ella and Serena to come in, causing the sat out.
0-1-1.
Great drop from Lola.
Oh, I think she saved that.
Point.
That ball was going out. Serena decided to hit it and was a little bit off balance.
1-1-1.
Good job from Lolo. Keeping that ball nice and low.
Ooh, miscommunication. Saves herself.
Very
Nice,
good.
Ella.
Great job
Second
from Ella.
serve. Careful.
Coming from an off-balance volley,
Yep.
and
1-1-2.
closing out the point with the next one with a lot more power. Great drive from
Point.
Lolo.
Yeah, interesting. Serena called a switch there after they had a successful point. I think the unwinding of the stack
2-1-2.
some issues there.
Yep.
Ella's calling stay here. Yeah, a lot more balanced. Oh, she saved it.
Point.
Great point from all 4 players.
Yep.
Scout hit a rather fast ball, full cross, and Ella saved it. And again, just
Timeout receivers, 3-1-2.
we'll love to see her in the upcoming years, to see what she becomes in the future. Nice defense from Scout and Ella.
Good
Turning
pick
the,
up by Serena there.
yep,
Still going.
great defense. Oh,
Shoot.
Side out. One, 3-1.
Scout just needs to push a little more with her legs to get up there and have a better look, to generate a little bit more power
serve.
and really make sure she hits that ball a little cleaner on those overheads.
1-3-2.
However, that will be an issue only for the maybe next few years as she grows, and the taller she gets, those overheads are going to become easier and easier.
Referee
They're
timeout.
challenging
We
the
have a
court.
challenge of the out call. The out call puts us at 2-3-2. After review, the out call stands. Loss of free challenge. No free challenge remaining. 1 free challenge remaining. We'll resume play at 2-3-2. Point.
I think the wind carried that one a bit.
Yeah, yeah. Lola's stroke looked just fine, however, with the wind coming from her back. Definitely pushed that ball
3-3-2.
just steep. Great drive from Ella.
Point.
Yep.
Ella showing again and again her power on the court.
4-3-2.
Love that about her game.
Point.
Lola really needs to get those returns cleaned up. And because, you know, a championship game,
5-3-2.
be giving away so many errors out of the return is going to be
Point.
Drive and crash on
Crucial.
her own ball. Very impressive.
very great play from Ella. Being aggressive, being proactive, looking for the point,
6-3-2.
making things happen.
Side out.
A little too close to the line. However, I do like her power. I do like that she's going for those drives. However, a good
3-6-1.
player is able to go hard
serve,
at the right
second
time. Lolo seems just off today. And lots of unforced errors.
3-6-2.
And in the gold medal match, it's not where you want to be
Point.
rusty or unclear of your decision making or your execution. You want to be as sharp as you can. Definitely to hang that gold medal around you at the end of the day.
4-6-2. Side out.
Good pressure from Ella and Serena. There was no need to go so close to the line.
6-4-1.
Wide from Lolo. Sometimes just right down the middle, keeping yourself in the point is sometimes just a smart thing to do.
Nice.
Second serve.
Great job from Lolo, making up for her last few
6-4-2.
errors in the last few points, showing some energy, feeling the need to bring themselves back into the match.
Point.
Yeah, I see that a lot with junior players on overheads. They don't get their elbow back behind them,
7-4-2.
and it causes an open face that often flies long.
I agree. It's very important to really be turned, have your torso nice and turned, and
Point.
like Vivian said, keeping the elbow of the dominant hand nice and back.
8-4-2.
Okay, to create that snap that is so characteristic from tennis players. And Lolo just keep giving points away.
They had a
9-4-2.
good 3-1 lead to start, but too many unforced errors stacking up.
Gotta give it to Ella and Serena, calling a very smart timeout,
Point.
and then bringing the momentum back
Match
to
point.
them. Match point.
10-4-2. Point game match.
Big serve, closing the match. Ella and Serena, champions of the Veolia Atlanta Championship.